This time I'm going to have Lydia Rodriguez, if you would come on up and speak on behalf. And Lydia, I want you and everyone that was related to Adam to stand behind Lydia, stand around her on both sides. If you all come up at this time, everyone that was related to Adam or even friends with Adam. I know a lot of you have T-shirts. If you please come up at this time.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Lydia Rodriguez, and my son's name is Adam Rene Guillen. I say is because he still lives in our hearts.
Amen.
The person or persons that did this, that took my son, took their brother, took their uncle, took their best friend, and it wasn't fair. He wasn't doing anything wrong. And I struggle more with not so much that he's not here anymore, because no amount of tears, no amount of prayers, no amount of wondering what if is gonna ever bring him back. I have so much faith in God. What I struggle with is the people that know who did this to my son and the other 4 victims that were shot. I am grateful to God that their lives were spared. I really am. But there is a community here. What is it gonna take for us to fill the streets? 50,000 plus people live here. You guys wanna put the blame on the police? Blame yourselves, because you are closing your eyes to reality. It's somebody's child that killed my child. It is somebody's brother, cousin, uncle, somebody's child that did this. And it was unnecessary. He had a life. They took something from me that I can never, ever get back. And it isn't right. It has to stop. When is it gonna be enough? When it's your child next? When your children get killed next, and all of a sudden you're gonna come out here holding your pictures and wanting justice? Is that when it's gonna stop? Is this what it's gonna take for you guys to stand for something? Stop cowering behind your homes.
Thank you, Jesus.
Be responsible parents. These are your children that are killing our babies. And it needs to stop.
Right.
It needs to stop. Because I'm not the only one hurting. All of these standing around us are hurting. All of these people out here with pictures are hurting. They're hurting because this is all we have left. This is all. We don't have anything else. The holidays are coming. Guess what? I'm going to have an empty spot at my table, not because I want to, because somebody made that choice for me.
I have so much I can say, but I think Lydia pretty much said it.
Yes.
So true. We wish this upon no one.
Lord.
All of us go through grief. We lose a parent, grandparent, a family member, a loved one that passes away naturally, natural causes. But the shooting of a young person, that is not a natural cause.
Thank you, Jesus.
That is not a natural cause. And so
That's evil.
this time, I'd like to ask if the representative for Makeliah, any family members are here tonight for Makeliah. I was told, yes, if you would come on up, you and anybody else that came with you, family members, and please share your heart. And then right after them, we'll have someone to speak on behalf of Elayna Dorig. And so if you please just make your way and introduce yourself and please share your heart.
Hi, on behalf of Makeliah's family, I'm her grandma.
Amen.
My daughter's had a hard time. We all are. But I promise you, anybody that had anything to do with it. We're gonna get justice. And I mean that with every breath I have. And if you all know me, you know what I'm talking about. I won't rest for both of them, not just Makeliah. Delano, I was proud to say I was born in Delano and raised. Now it's embarrassing to say I'm from Delano, because that's all we're known for is gangs and killings. Isn't that embarrassing? We're not even known. I was proud to say my husband worked at the prison. You know, Delano, I don't know what became of it, where it went wrong with the parents. I mean, you can't blame the parents completely, but where does it stop? Our regular now, our normal, is visiting Makeliah. We don't know how to be normal no more. And it's easy for me to say, I want to do what they did. Shh. Thank God my brothers aren't here. But to me, they woke up a monster inside of each and every one of us. Because just like they love their loved ones, we love ours too. You could hear it in Lydia, you could hear it in Pastor David, you could hear it in all. I hear her cries all the time. Rascals. Yours, I could see it. I just don't know how to even address these people. Children.
I am not forgotten. I am alive and well. I'm in heaven with my Father, while your time on earth is hell. You may think that you have freedom while you walk your crooked path, but justice will prevail one day. Please, Father, bring it fast. You hide just like a coward, no remorse, it's plain to see. You have not came forward, for that day you murdered me. When you lay your head to rest, is my face inside your dreams? Do you see the bloodshed puddles? Do you still hear my family screams? I was someone's child. Do you have children of your own? Can you look them in the eyes in the safety of your home? You took my life so easy. You can't sleep. I know I'm right. You are running from the shadows that haunt your dreams at night. You know your days are numbered because my Father will avenge. I do not wish him to harm you. I do not ask him for revenge. Do not misunderstand me. This isn't bitterness I feel. It's the promise in the scriptures. God breathed. Yes, they're real. He is your God also. Won't you get down on your knees? There is healing in confession. Let him set your spirit free. There are consequences true, for which I'm sure you're scared, but the wrath of the holy God simply cannot be compared. And this is a poem to the murdered.
And we shared this with everybody right now. Everybody. Thank you. On behalf of Makeliah, they were only 11 years old.
This is not fair. Not fair at all. And again, someone out there knows something, and we hope you do the right thing and pick up the phone and call the investigators. Enough is enough.
Amen.
I'd like to have the family of Elayna Dorig please come up at this time, and I'm not sure if Veronica or who is going to be speaking on behalf, but if you all could come at this time, and then we're going to hear some of our officials who are with us here this evening.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Veronica Soto, and I'm speaking to you on behalf of the family of Elayna Sadie Dorig. I am also the property manager of Brandywine Apartments, where Elayna grew up. I would like to start off by thanking each and every one of you who have taken the time to come out tonight, and also thank those who are virtually showing their support by joining us through social media. As you are all aware, on July 2nd, our city was disrupted by the actions of an individual who took the lives of 2 young girls. One of those girls being Elayna, whom my team and I had the pleasure of knowing since she was about 2 years old. The shooting and loss of these 2 young girls has shaken our city and left many of us in disbelief. And now Elayna's family is having to deal with the daily reminder that she is physically not here. See, almost all of us have experienced the loss of a loved one, and we all know how difficult it is. But as a parent, you should not have to bury your child due to an act of violence. Our children are supposed to bury us. There are roughly 50 families who are going through the same or similar situation, and I can only imagine the pain that they feel every day. And unless you have experienced this firsthand, you cannot say that you understand. This is a feeling that is overwhelming and constantly hangs heavy on your heart. Like Pastor Vivas said, this devastation leaves behind hurting mothers, fathers, grandparents, uncles, aunts, cousins, and friends. The pain of grief after losing a loved one in such a tragic manner does not go away. We find that it deepens the wound, and at times, which makes every day difficult to cope. We need to stick together as a community and be there for each other, especially those families who are going through this. On behalf of the family, we are reaching out to the community and helping us find justice. If you or anyone you know has information, whether it be big or small, we encourage you to come forward in finding who is responsible for taking the lives of Elayna and Makeliah. Thank you.
Thank you, Veronica. At this time, we have some guests, and I'm sure that there are others here that may have a loved one. We have the family of Marcus Cardenas, whose picture is displayed right here, and he was taken. I believe it's been almost 4 years ago already. And so we have family represented here today. And again, the pain, I know Marcus's mother, went to school with her, and it's just an awful feeling when you wake up every morning. I know I do. I wake up every morning. It's only been, my goodness, 7 months for me, and I could imagine what these other parents are going through, where it's been years for them. And I know I wake up every morning wondering if I'm going to get a phone call saying that we found a lead, we found a suspect. And because I still have faith in our system, and I still have faith in humanity, that somebody out there will do the right thing. And so that's what I wake up every day, and also wanting to fight for justice, not just for my son, but for all families. You see, a couple of years ago, we helped out in a March for Justice, and then a few years before that, we did another march in 2015, started from here and ended at Cecil Park, and that was led by one of the officers at the Elayna Police Department. And so I didn't participate in this just because it happened to our family. This is something that has bothered me. I live here, just like you heard Lisa here just a moment ago say that she's born here, but now she's ashamed. And I can certainly understand why she would say that. There's a lot of good people here in Elayna, we all know that, but when you have a parent or a grandparent that is going through that type of pain that is unimaginable if you've never gone through it, and of course, we don't want anybody to ever have to go through what we're going through. We wish this upon no one. But you could only imagine why they feel the way they feel. And the pain runs deep. And so I just ask again, we're going to appeal to people that are watching, because this is going on live stream right now. And so I appreciate the various media outlets that is showing this evening.